What is up, guys? This is Matt here, and today I'm bringing you a spiral deck profile along with a little bit of a locals report. I took this to locals twice, on Saturday and then again tonight. On Saturday, I scrubbed out so hard. I knew the combos and I played it a ton on Dueling Book, but I didn't do like phenomenal with it. I think out of like 5 or 6 rounds, I went like X2 or X3. It wasn't great. But tonight I got top 4 and pretty good feeling, especially because I pooped out so hard on Saturday. So I feel like I should bring you guys a little deck profile, show you guys what I was playing, and have another kind of deck to go off of and see what you guys want to play, especially as this deck evolves and it gets the Link Monster and everything. So I'm going to show you main, extra, and side. So to start, the one sleeper, I've seen builds online where you play 3, and I just strongly disagree with that, just because you don't ever want to draw him. It's so easy to search him out. All you need is the field spell. There's so many ways to get to the field spell. Honestly, do not play any more than one of this card. All you need is one. I play double Last Resort. This is another card that people kind of bounce around between 1 and 2. I like 2, just because I like throwing it on the super agent, just because I do play a little bit more of like a super agent build, if you will. It's not like a sleeper turbo. It's more of like, I just want to win however I can. And so Last Resort really helps you get there. And if anything, he is another rank 4 or level 4 Earth monster that you can put out in the field and use for a Link or an Xyz or something. Triple Super Agent. Obviously, you got to play 3 of this card. This card is actually the MVP of the day, not Sleeper. Sleeper wins you games, but Spiral Agent really, or Super Agent really just helps you like extend your plays and really helps you keep going. He's an Earth, so he gets boosted by Mrs. Radiant. There's just so many things this card is good for. It's amazing. Along with the Spiral or the Super Agents, I do play 1 Tough. I still think Tough is a really good card. Just because if you have both of these 2 in your hand, like, it's not ideal to draw Tough. Like, you really only want to have to search him out for situations where you need him. But if you draw both of them, you can just summon Tough and try and pop a card. Even if you get it wrong, you still get a Super Agent off of it. And earlier today, I popped a Blue Eyes with the Tough, and then I special summoned Super Agent and blew up a Quaking Air Force in the back row, so it's pretty sick. I also got Super Agent up to 5,400 in a duel today, which was absolutely phenomenal. It was so crazy. I've never gotten a monster that high in attack before. It was just crazy. So to keep it going, triple quick fix. Not much surprise there. You need 3 of these puppies to make the deck run really well. Machine Dupe obviously is an amazing card. It's Earth. You can Machine Dupe, get 3 searches, and go into like a Decode Talker. It's just awesome. I do play 1 Drone. This is another card that people kind of fluctuate with. I think until the Spiral Link monster comes out, Double Helix, I think it's a good one of. I honestly resolved this so many times today. Not only its peaking effect, but once you normal summon it, you can peak, special summon the Super Agent, and then you tribute off the drone, and your agent gains 500 attack for every card on your opponent's side of the field. So I actually brought out Super Agent after resolving drone, used drone's other effect, and Super Agent went up to 29. I used the equip spell 39, and then I big red and got the drone back, and I used it again, and he went up to 49. And then on top of that, I used the Mrs. Radiant. That's how I got the 5,400. So it was crazy. So I strongly suggest playing drone. Definitely don't cut it, but hold on to your 3 copies until the Link comes out. And then for the non-spiral monsters, I did play triple Gofu. This is a play extender. He's a level 5 tuner, so he goes for the Wombo combo with Quick Fix and the Ancient Fairy play. That's pretty nice, so he's good. And then 1 Maxi. Cool thing with the Spiral Resort, for the end phase, you have to shuffle a monster from the graveyard into the deck or destroy it. And I actually put back Maxi twice today. I didn't end up redrawing it, but it's still kind of cool that you can recycle cards like that. So that is it for the monster lineup. On to the spells. Triple Resort, obviously you play Triple Resort. This is like one of the best cards in the deck. Searches all your monsters and protects from targeting. It's really good. Triple Terraforming to search them out. Triple Big Red, one of your Spiral gears, and your Monster Reborn. So good. And then to go with the Big Red, I did play the one Fully Armed. Now I want to make a little comment on the Fully Armed. I was not playing this card at first, and I didn't think it'd really be worth it in this build, just because without the Link monster you don't consistently have out a Super Agent, but I was so wrong. This card wins games on its own. It's like one of the best one-ofs in the deck. It's so easy to search out. You don't really want to draw it in your opening hand by any means, so that's why it's a one-of, but it's so easy to search with the quick fix. Your agent gains 1,000 attack, and then it basically banishes 2 cards on the field if it destroys one of those cards by battle. So I think with it Fully Armed was one of the MVPs of the day. Triple Instant Fusion. You use this for Thousand Eyes and the Sea Monster. I played double Machine Dupe. I think that the third one can be a little dead sometimes. You want to draw it, but you don't want to draw it like late game when you don't have quick fix. It can be a little shitty, so I think it's a good 2-of. And then for the one-ofs, 1 for 1, 1 Rhoda, 1 Rajiki, and 1 Upstart. Pretty self-explanatory there. So that's it for the spells. And then on to the traps. I do want to talk about Utility Wire and Recapture. I know that the Spiral Mission cards are going to be a lot better once we have the Link monster, because you'll be able to get out Master Plan way more efficiently. But I thought I would play the Recapture today anyway, because it lets you take control of your opponent's monsters, and you can protect Spiral monsters with the Graveyard effect, which is pretty nice. I actually did not get to resolve this card once today, and it made me really sad because it was kind of a card I was testing out. So, and to be honest, I really don't know how this card is doing right now. But the Utility Wire was so good. I can't tell you how many turns where I would like pass turn, and I had a Super Agent with the Equip spell, the Fully Armed, a Last Resort, and then I had the Utility Wire down. So you've got a 29 beater that like can banish without targeting, and then on top of that you can use the Utility Wire and like get rid of problem cards really easily. So Utility Wire was really good. I strongly recommend it as a one-of. And then for the rest of the traps, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Strike, 1 Swimming Mirror Force, and 1 Heavy Storm Duster. I could be playing a Twin Twister in front of this instead of this, rather, but I just figured sometimes you just don't really want to discard, and the Heavy Storm is a little bit better, the Heavy Storm Duster, and a lot of times you want to go first, so even if this is in your opening hand, you can just set it and get rid of your opponent's spells and traps, so it's pretty good. So that's it for the main deck. 40 cards, pretty standard. And then onto the extra, you play 2 Synchros, Coral Dragon and Coral Dragon and Ancient Fairy Dragon. These 2 are really good. Coral Dragon's a tuner, helps you do the Wombo combo play. If you look online, I think Innovation YGO has the kind of plays explained. There's plenty of footage and plenty of combo talk on how to do this play, so I'm not going to go into it, but you definitely need to play these 2. For the fusion monsters, you play 1,000 Eyes Restrict and the Sea Monster. 1,000 Eyes is just really good at monster removal if you really don't have a ton of answers, and he's a level 1, so you can just like Xyz with the drone or the quick fix. And then Sea Monster is a level 5 tuner that you use for the Coral Dragon and Ancient Fairy play. For the Link monsters, 1 Mrs. Radiant, because a lot of your stuff is Earth, it's pretty good. 1 Ib, because you do have some wind stuff as well, especially when you start going into the extra deck more, it's kind of nice to have this option there. The double Link Spider for the Gofu, and then the 1 Decode Talker, which is pretty nice. So that's it for the links, and then onto the XCs. For the rank 1s, I play Princess Sprite and a Dual Hand. I didn't play the Dual Hand once today, but it's a really good card to have, and then Princess Sprite just lets you plus get like that Rajiki to your hand or that Instant Fusion or something really good. So, and then for the last of the rank 4s, I am playing a Castell 101, Dweller, and then I'm actually playing a Utopia. This is more or less in here because I have a Utopia the Lightning on the way right now, and so once I get the Lightning, I think I'm going to cut the Honor Arc and throw in Utopia the Lightning. But yeah, that's it for the extra. You don't use a lot of the rank 4s anyway. You really either use the rank 1s or you use like everything else. This deck can link summon like a mother, so it's awesome. That's it for the extra, and then I'll go over my side deck just to show you guys what I was playing. 2 of the Sticky String Kaiju, just for getting rid of like problem monsters if you don't have a lot of answers. Gamma Seal is like a $6 rare right now, so Sticky Kaiju is the way to go. Double Prohibition, just because this is a good general side, especially against like road decks or decks that like rely on one card a lot. Prohibition can be really nasty. Twin Twisters and Spell Shattering Arrow, just for some more spell and trap removal. My Body, I don't know why this is in the side deck, honestly, I just kind of threw it in last second. And then Double Summon Breaker. Since you play the triple terraforming, you can actually search this card out really easily in this deck, and what it does is during the main phase 1, if it becomes the 3rd successful summon of a monster this turn, it becomes the end phase. So especially going first, you can set up your board, and then especially if you have Ancient Fairy, you can end on a Summon Breaker, and then your opponent is limited to 2 summons basically. If they make a 3rd, it becomes their end phase, so this card can be pretty nasty as well. And then onto the traps, Triple Imperial Iron Wall. This is just kind of a general side, Light Sworn, rogue shit, even dinos to an extent. Kind of deals with Masterpiece a little bit. Honestly, I didn't even side it in. But the real MVP of the side deck was Chaos Trap Hole. I sided this in against Blue Eyes, against Trickstar, against Lightsworn. Like, there's just a lot of good light decks right now in particular, and so I think Chaos Trap Hole is a really good card to have in the sideboard. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy this deck right now. I think it's great, and it's only going to get better from here. So pick up your super agents because they're going for a lot right now, and play the deck. The deck is like super combo oriented. It can link summon, Xyz, Synchro, Fusion. Like, you got it all in this deck, and it's so much fun to play. So that's it for the deck profile. Tell me what you guys think of the build, and we'll have some more deck profiles on the way soon. So thanks for watching.